The order of cascading which brings the world to receive to its final form in this world follows a sequence of 4 pchinot that exist in the 4-letter name. This is because the 4 letters, that's how the light, the degrees by which the light cascades downwards. This is because the 4 letters Havaya, this whole name, all of these letters together, this is called, all of these letters together are collectively called Havaya. Four letters altogether.
ככה זה נקרא.
That's how it's called. Because the 4 letters Havaya, which is called the Creator's name. Why the Creator's name? I already said, because by that we begin to recognize Him, to know Him. This is called the name of the Creator. His name. Because the 4 letters Havaya in His name contain the whole of reality without any exception. In general, we have nothing besides here, the Creator, and here is the created being called Adam. And what connects them, all that connects them is the worlds. In general, they are described in the 10 sfirot, Chokhmah, Bina, Tiferet, Malchut. Chokhmah, Bina, Tiferet, Malchut. I'm going to have to write it here. Chokhmah, Bina, Tiferet, we write it as Zeranpin, and Malchut. 4 levels. Tiferet, Malchut, and their root called Keter.
They are 10
sfirot because the sfira Tiferet contains 6 internal sfirot called Chagat Nehi. The sfira of Tiferet, Zeranpin or Tiferet. I'm going to write this in Hebrew because you will need to know some of these symbols in Hebrew. So this Sfira of Zeranpin includes 6 sfirot inside of it. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 6, which is 9, and then 1 more, Malchut, which is 10. Altogether, 10 sfirot. That's why we say that 10 is everything, 10 sfirot is everything that exists in creation. So the whole of creation is presented as 10. This represents the complete name or the complete package in which exist both the Creator and the created being and everything that connects them. And that excludes nothing. So this number 10 is this round number that contains the whole of reality.
אז הוא אומר כך, חוכמה, בינה, תפארת, מלכות ושורשם, והם 10 ספירות, כי ספירת התפארת כוללת בעצמה 6 ספירות.
So he says the Sphira Tiferet contains 6 internal Sphirot called Chagat Nehi. These 6 Sphirot are called Chagat Nehi.
נהי, כן?
Chagat Nehi.
חגת נהי, והם דלת עולמות הנקראות אצילות, בריאה, יצירה, עשייה.
And there are 4 worlds. Atzilut, Bria, Yetzira, Asiya.
בריאה, יצירה, עשייה. זה עולמות. זאת אומרת, לא
Atzilut, Bria, Yetzira, Asiya.
הדברים האלה. או בשמות
So
של הספירות,
it doesn't matter to us how to call these
בשמות של
levels, whether we call them by name of the Sphirot or by the name of the lights even later, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we see the structure, which is fixed, and it's divided to 10, and as in any system, there are relationships between these phases, all these levels. How do the Kabbalists know about it? Because they've attained it. In each and every person who acquires by faith above reason the upper world, the sensation of the Creator, he also exists in a state that he attains it. And there are 4 worlds called Atzilut, Bria, Yetzira, Asiya, and the world of Asiya contains this world within it. As I said before, here in the world of Asiya,
יש כאן מדרגה כזאת,
there's such a degree,
שנקראת העולם
the lowest degree of the world of Asiya, that is referred to as this world.
באופן שאין לך בריאה בעולם הזה,
Thus, there's not a creature in this world below, that is not initiated in Ein Sof, in the thought of creation to delight his creatures. Meaning everything that we have here in this world, the lowest degree there is, still comes down from above all the way to us. Meaning there's nothing new that happens. Of course, things are changing here on the way, but their root is all included in Ein Sof. And that's how it appears in this world. And in a way, there's not a creature in this world that is not initiated in Ein Sof, in the thought of creation to delight his creatures. And his creatures are actually here in this world, meaning this whole reality from the Creator all the way into the level of this world and the human beings in this world, all of this is in order to obligate us to rise all the way back to Ein Sof. That's the purpose of creation. So we have to be taken to a degree where we are completely detached from the Creator, where we can acquire the point of independence, and then with that independence we rise back up to the Creator, and then we are bonded with Him. But that means we exist and He exists, and we are equal to Him. And that's the thought of creation, to bring the created beings to a point where they are like the Creator. This is called delighting the created beings. Hence, it is innately comprised of light and kli. Innately meaning that as it emerges from the Creator in Ein Sof, there is immediately light and kli, meaning a certain measure of abundance with the will to receive that abundance. And the measure of abundance extends existence from existence. from his self, meaning the light exists and comes out of the Creator, and the will to receive the abundance is initiated existence from absence, meaning that it didn't exist before. But for that will to receive to acquire its final quality, what's its final quality? That the will to receive will actually stand on its own, where it can stand on its own, completely independent of the Creator, feeling that I exist, that I shall rule. It must cascade along with the abundance within it through the four worlds, Atzilut, Bria, Yetzirah, Asiyah. This completes creation in light and kli. Light and kli. So what is happening here in the body and the light of life in it? Just like with us, we're not referring to the flesh and blood body. We're talking about the will to receive, which exists because there is some small light in it. I'm not pointing to this body. Why? Because this body just makes us animals, not human beings, not Adam. We'll talk about that later on.